All right, so hello and welcome to the AfterHour app. This is the launch page that you're going to see after creating an account as soon as you log in. It's going to go over some community guidelines and some helpful tips. It's going to say some things like pretty much, you know, this is kind of loosely followed, and that's one of the great things that I love about this financial app is it's not, real tight and to the point. And I think you're going to come to find that you're either going to love to hate that or like to love it. Anyway, we're going to accept the terms and conditions. We're going to move on. I'm collecting my coins for the day. We're going to come back to that, but logging in every day gets you a little bit of some bonus points. We're going to come back to that a little later. So this is my secondary account. I don't want to point out that I have never used this account. I've never posted it before. It's just a derivative of what I am off of a letter here. But that's something to point out as well, is this looks like a free baller account, but just because it says free baller, it's not actually free baller. How did that come to be? We're going to talk about that a little later, but let's talk about our launch page here. So our launch page here, when you first created it, you'll be able to follow top creators. I already did all that, but we're going to dive into that a little bit later as well. Starting our journey, we're going to start off in the left-hand corner. We're going to open this up. This is going to say how many followers I have, how many I'm following. Connecting your portfolio is going to be available for you as well through different brokerages account. It's going to be your wallet balance. It'll also show you your tips. Every week, people tip. Throughout the week, it'll also show you who wins a raffle. Tips are somewhat subjective because people tip anonymously, and that's where kind of the holdup gets. We're going to go back off to the side here. You can also save post. A watch list is actually pretty cool. So let's say I want to open that up and I want to actually watch list Apple. Okay. It's so funny that this saved from my actual port. So I'm watching list Apple here. And what's cool, and a lot of people don't utilize it, it'll actually show you, just like if you're on Robinhood or in Fidelity or your brokerage account, it'll show you the 1 week, 1 month, 3 month, year to date, 1 year, 5 year. But you could also, I'm going to join this. I'm going to click it again, right? It's going to make it big. We can actually talk about Apple. So the last time somebody talked about this was actually just this morning, about 15 minutes ago. So interesting enough, we'll just say Apple. And I'm just going to say something dumb, just as an example. But yeah, you can actually interact. Now, be very careful in these little back stages of AfterHour. This is another place where people that are projecting or scamming or trying to maybe project a narrative of what they're looking for, or get you off site to a Telegram or Discord, they can live in these back alleys and kind of inverse your trade too. So that's that point of that. Owners, this is where it gets really cool. So right now there's somebody on the app that owns a metric shit ton of Apple, right? So we're going to open up their port, and this person owns $7 million of Apple. This guy owns $6 million of Apple. This is the wonderful thing about AfterHours that people don't really truly take the time to appreciate and understand is there are some extremely large heavy hitters that are playing around on AfterHours. Are they always active? Sometimes no, sometimes yes. I know that Doc Hollywood likes to be active. This gentleman here is, let's do the math, like what, 7th or 8th or 9th or somewhere in there of one of the top Apple holders of AfterHours. And that's what's so great about AfterHours, right? So right now in AfterHours, now this is off too, that this isn't necessarily 100% correct, but it's not necessarily 100% wrong either, right? This is the total value of Apple and AfterHours holdings. Give or take, it could be off a little bit. I always think that these are off probably about 20%. That's how many shares it's saying. Again, it's a little bit subjective there. So that's how the left-hand pane side of things kind of work. I've been logging in this account because I just created it 4 days ago. That shows up in the upper right-hand corner towards north up there. And that's just showing, hey, you know, that's when you go back to this tip level thing, you're going to see that you get points more per day if you're logging in every day. So what can you do with those points? Well, what I can do is you can actually, let's say I like to post, right? I'm going to go to one of my favorite posters on the whole planet. It's going to be this guy right here, right? So I'm going to open up this guy. Nobody knows. And I'm going to go say tip. Now, everybody's favorite tip to give is always a custom one. It'll be 69. And it actually shows up nice tip, nice. But let's say that I wanted to go the extra mile, right? This seems to be a common trend. Oh no, I don't have that many coins. I can always purchase coins at the bottom of the store as well. Now, let's say that I was a scammer and I wanted to be, you know, shady about something. What I could do is, I think I have a couple hundred coins right now. I could always send it anonymously, right? No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to open up Pandora's box. These coins that I have on my secondary account, we're not going to be ever using those because that's everything that we're against. At the bottom, you can always invite friends to get 100,000 coins. You know, that's subjective too, because you have to have your portfolio connected to that to get the points. It's kind of involved. And I'm glad to see that, you know, After Hours is going a different direction to make that happen as well. We're going to talk more about posting and how to make great posts. I'm not really great at that, but welcome to After Hours. This is the part 1 of a tutorial series that I'm going to do where I can teach you how to navigate the waters.